We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. How can you prove whether at this moment we are sleeping, and all our thoughts are a dream, or whether we are awake, and talking to one another in the waking state? Musical innovation is full of danger to the state, for when modes of music change, the fundamental laws of the state always change with them. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body, but knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly music, for the patterns in music and all the arts are the keys to learning. If a man can be properly said to love something, it must be clear that he feels affection for it as a whole, and does not love part of it to the exclusion of the rest. Love is born into every human being, it calls back the halves of our original nature together, it tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. The soul takes flight to the world that is invisible, but there arriving she is sure of bliss and forever dwells in paradise. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Either we shall find what it is we are seeking, or at least we shall free ourselves from the persuasion that we know what we do not know. Wise men talk because they have something to say, fools, because they have to say something. Beauty of style and harmony and grace and good rhythm depend on simplicity. Man is a prisoner who has no right to open the door of his prison and run away. A man should wait, and not take his own life until God summons him. The difficulty, my friends, is not in avoiding death, but in avoiding unrighteousness, for that runs faster than death. Let parents then bequeath to their children not riches but the spirit of reverence. Come then, and let us pass a leisure hour in storytelling, and our story shall be the education of our heroes. Reality is created by the mind, we can change our reality by changing our mind. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. If you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. No one is a friend to his friend who does not love in return. Be kind. Every person you meet is fighting a difficult battle. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. Don't force your children into your ways, for they were created for a time different from your own. The one who learns and doesn't practice is like the one who plows and never plants. If one has made a mistake, and fails to correct it, one has made a greater mistake. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Perfect wisdom has 4 parts: wisdom, the principle of doing things aright; justice, the principle of doing things equally in public and private; fortitude, the principle of not fleeing danger, but meeting it; temperance, the principle of subduing desires and living moderately. One cannot make a slave of a free person, for a free person is free even in a prison. Human behavior flows from 3 main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Someday, in the distant future, our grandchildren will develop a new equivalent of our classrooms. They will spend many hours in front of boxes with fires glowing within. May they have the wisdom to know the difference between light and knowledge. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We do not act rightly because we are excellent, in fact we achieve excellence by acting rightly.